Hey guys, what's up? My name is Katelynn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have a tapping session for you focused on feeling good about selling. So many times it's like, ooh, sales feels icky. We think of like the salesman, and it's like, we don't want to be like that. We don't want to be pushy or anything like that. So it's like, oh. And when we associate sales with being pushy and just feeling icky, then we're going to not want to put out the offers that we have. And selling is so important because that is like the vehicle and how you get your products, how you impact people. Like if you're not selling, then you're not doing an exchange. And that exchange is very important. So I'm going to share with you an affirmation from Amanda Frances. She is the author of the book Rich as Fuck. And the affirmation is, my work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. So when you can get behind the idea of like, oh, what I'm doing is helping my clients, is helping the community, is helping my country, is helping the freaking world. When you can get behind what you have to offer and know that it's so valuable and it's of service and it's helping people, you're going to be motivated to actually like do the thing that you want to do. And honestly, the thing that you were called to do, your desires are a gift. They're a guiding force. Like, you are worthy of everything that you desire. And so if you want to make a lot of money, you have to sell or do some sort of exchange in order to get that money. So today we're going to be doing EFT, emotional freedom technique, and we're going to be letting go of the ickiness around sales or selling or thinking we're pushy people because we're like, hey guys, I have this thing that I'm so excited to share with you, but ooh, I don't want to share it with you because I feel weird about it. Like, we're letting go of all of that weirdness today. So if you have no idea what EFT or tapping is, emotional freedom technique, you will simply just tap where I tap and say what I say. It is a stress reduction technique, and we're just gonna let go of the stress around selling and the weird beliefs we have around it so we can get out there and sell what we gotta sell and make an impact in the world like we were here to do. With that, we're gonna start on the side of the hand, and I'd like you to repeat after me. I really want to make an impact. I have something to sell. But selling makes me feel icky. It makes me feel kind of weird. And I'm simply turned off by it. But if I never go out and sell the thing I have to sell, then how can I impact people? Or at least it won't be the impact that I desire to make. Because selling is an exchange. I'm exchanging something of value for money. And the more money I have, the more resources I have, and the more good things I can do in the world. So by not selling, I'm really limiting myself. I'm limiting the amount of resources I have. Because for some reason it feels icky. So what if I could shift this belief or shift this feeling from sales is icky to sales is essential? And what if I could get behind the thing I'm trying to sell? Because I know it's valuable. So maybe I could just share with the world why it's valuable. Because if I never talk about it, if I never share what I have and why people should buy it, then I'll just have tumbleweeds blowing through my bank account. And I don't want that. So I am ready to not only grow my bank account, but also grow my impact. So even though for the longest time, I have had some resistance to selling, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. The belief that sales is yucky is simply just a belief, and beliefs live in my mind. And thankfully, I can change my mind. And that is what I'm doing right now. All right, take a deep breath in and let it go. Okay, how are you feeling? Hopefully that really had you tune into the belief that oh, sales is yucky, but what if it wasn't? What if sales didn't have to be yucky, icky, or feel weird or bad or whatever, right? That was just the setup point. We're now going to get into several full rounds of tapping. So we're gonna start on the top of the head, and I'd like you to repeat after me. What if selling things felt different? What if selling felt good? What if selling felt easy? What if I believed that I was in high demand? Then what? Maybe I can begin to play with these new ideas. Because selling being yucky isn't the ultimate truth, unless I say it is. And maybe this resistance to selling doesn't actually have anything to do with selling itself. Maybe my resistance is actually with receiving. How do I feel when I receive money? How do I feel when people buy from me? And whatever I feel is a compass. It's showing me where I might have resistance. And I choose to know that I am worthy of receiving money. I am good with money. I can handle money. And I'm a good person. The more money I have, the more good I can do. So I'm ready to let go of any and all nonsense around receiving money and around selling what I have to offer. I know that what I have is valuable, and I'm also choosing to believe that I am valuable. And I am worthy of compensation. Me receiving money is not taking from someone else. It's an exchange. They see the value in what I have, and they trade money for it. I do this all the time. I want something, and so I buy it. And other people are doing the same thing. They see what I have, they want what I have, and they decide to buy it. And they're happy to pay me. So I'm letting go of any and all resistance to that. So even though for the longest time, I've had resistance around selling my offers, and maybe resistance to receiving money, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And I choose to know that my work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. And so it is. All right, take a deep breath in and let it go. Give yourself a wiggle if that feels good. Okay, how are you feeling? That may have brought up a lot of stuff. You might have to look at your feelings of like, oh, how do I feel when someone buys from me? How do I feel about promoting myself? How do I feel when I receive money? And if you don't feel very good about those things, it's important to look at your beliefs. It's like, hey, what beliefs do I have about selling? What beliefs do I have about receiving? What beliefs do I have about myself and my worthiness around receiving money? And as you look at those beliefs, it might be like, oh, I've been believing all of these lies that are not actually true, but they've been holding me back. And a lot of times, these beliefs become cemented in our subconscious mind between the ages of 0 and 7, and then they just run on autopilot until we look at them. And so shining a light on these beliefs might really be eye-opening, but it's important. And once you're aware of them, you can then decide, oh, well, I don't want to believe that anymore because it's not helpful. Here's what I want to believe instead. So anyways, thank you for tapping along with me today. I highly do recommend journaling on your feelings about those things and just seeing what comes up for you, because you might actually be shocked at like, oh, I had no idea that I believed this, and this. And then with awareness, you can then change your mind. So thanks for being here. Thanks for tapping along with me. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Okay, bye.